lots of varieties of maple trees here in Ohio, but how do we know which ones they are? We're going to find out with Lindsay Gallagher from Johnny Appleseed. Welcome, Lindsay.
Good morning, Chris. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, there's lots of different types of trees out there, and what better way to learn all the trees in your backyard or in our eastern forest than coming out on a walk with us. I want to text everyone about our Walking Through Autumn series that's going to start up on Saturday morning. We'll have our kickoff event out at Haver Ridge starting at 9 a.m. The hikes last for about an hour and a half. We'll have 2 or 3 different hikes to choose from. And when you're out walking with park staff and with naturalists, you do get to learn a lot of tips from the trail, because it's going to be really cool this weekend. That's what the forecast says for us. It's sweater weather, it's pumpkin spice season, and it's time for those cozy candles. And I thought a great way to kind of give those tips and tricks to folks at home this morning was talk about maple leaf ID. So we do have lots of maples here in the eastern U.S. and in Ohio, and 3 that you are likely to encounter are the sugar maple, the red maple, and the silver maple. But how do you tell them apart? So I got some examples with us this morning. The first thing that you kind of noticed about maple leaves is that they have a palmate shape. So if I were to hold my hand up like this, you see that they have 5 lobes, kind of how my fingers come off my palm there, and that's how they get the palmate shape. Now, from there, you have to think about different mnemonics, different kind of memory tricks to help you identify one from the other. This is a sugar maple, and it's a really big maple leaf here. And the S in sugar helps stand for these S-like curves in the sinuses or in between the lobes there. And it also has smooth edges. So if you look closely at the outer border or edge of a sugar maple leaf, it will be very smooth, no little notches or indentations in it. Now, as opposed to a red maple, this one, sometimes red maples you can't even see all 5 lobes on them. So it almost looks like a dinosaur foot sometimes. It's like hard to see on the camera out there. So it has usually 3 triangular lobes, and the R in red maple helps us remember that there are rough edges around the outside and very rigid R angles in between the sinuses or the grooves. Now, you might find a silver maple in your backyard. That's where I have a silver maple at my house. And silver maples are unlike sugar maples and red maples entirely. They have kind of a silvery back to them, helps them get their name. But then they have these very deep sinuses in between. So the lobes they're elongated, and then the sinuses come down to meet the vein there. Now, there are other maples here in Ohio. We have Norway maples, black maples, box elder is a type of maple as well. And when you find these leaves on the ground, because they're soon to be turning here in a few weeks, a neat way to keep a keepsake of your leaves is to make a leaf rubbing. You ever made a leaf rubbing before?
I think I did this back in grade school. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, they end up looking something like this. Beautiful, the vein patterns and the texture of the leaves. You take a leaf, place it under one piece of paper. Got a whole stack there for you.
I do have
And you're gonna need a crayon that has the paper peeled off, because you want a smooth, flat side for it. Keep your paper and your leaf really, really still, and then just rub against it to see the texture of the veins, the outside edge, and go all around so you can see your beautiful maple leaf. And then you could, perfect. You could even write sugar maple, the type of leaf, maybe if you knew what it was out in the field, you had a field guide, or once you come home and you have a chance to take a look at some reference material. You could even double up the colors. They have lots of different colors you could use.
I need to bring this to Art Space Lima.
You could get really creative with it, absolutely.
Artsy with this, Lindsay. Yeah, this is really cool. So there you go. Look at that.
Beautiful sugar maple leaf.
All right. Well, thanks for bringing us all the leaves and telling us how to tell which maple tree we do have in our
Absolutely. We'd love to see you come out at Walking Through Autumn this Saturday.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't go away, because we have more when we return.